So this thing about creating characters, I like making my own, but I also have recently discovered the joy of doing random things, and I would like to try it with you guys if you're open to that. First of all, I don't know if you've ever played Fiasco before.
Yeah, we already tried it. Well, not the game Fiasco, but we already tried it for something. I can't remember when.
Yeah, another campaign, I guess.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I really like the randomness of things that we only the one thing. Oh yeah, now I remember what it was. The one thing we didn't actually it helped a lot in the first one or two sessions, and after that we kind of forgot. It felt like.
Yes.
So I'm wondering how it will
evolve in this
evolve.
case.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, I agree. I think it's nice to have this setup because you make a party together, and the randomness adds a bit of like creativity between the group. I am going to invite you, each of you, to roll 2d6. Now, the guys who play with me regularly already know, but you do type in chat exclamation mark 2d6, like so, and then it will give you, well, the total result of it, and also the 2 rolls that you made. We're using Dice Parser for that. It's a bot that I invited to the chat. Now that we have the numbers, I'm gonna put relationships between each of you. So somehow you ended up where you are right now, right? And you are, for some reason, working together. Now, I had somewhere the PDF that is called Totally Not a D&D Fiasco. So you see here 6 categories and 6 subcategories per main category. Now, we have rolled 2d6. The question is if we can make 4 relationships between you guys from these. Just pick the main categories. So I'm going to ask each of you to define a relationship between two of you, and then we'll see if everybody is happy with that, and then I'll write it down. So, Kees, would you define your relationship to Michael? Taking one of the numbers here.
Oh, one of the numbers, just one.
Yes.
Okay, sorry. No, because I already thought this other combination. But okay.
Well, if you're really excited about a combination, please let me know. I'll put them there.
5-3 looks like a good one.
Okay, so you fought in the militia together.
I don't know what Michael thinks of that though.
That sounds good. That sounds. Yeah. Yep. That would make perfect sense.
I see a lot of war, potentially.
Yes.
But
it could easily be a theme.
Are we allowed to switch them around?
Yeah, sure. If you feel like that's not good, that's why I'm only putting the numbers here, and we can just...
for Michael, I think it fits. If for somebody else, I would have to switch them around.
No. So it's between you and Michael. You and Michael have been brothers. Yeah. No, you fought in the militia together in some way.
Yep.
Okay, then Michael, could you define a relationship with Bettina, with Revna?
Friends is a bit boring. Secret. Do we have a 4? We have a 4.
Yes.
It's the bard.
Yes.
Ooh.
Yeah. Yes. Yeah, that sounds good. Servants of the same supernatural power. Yeah, I can go with that.
Did I do that right? Yes. Then, Bettina, how did the bard and the ranger meet up? There's 5, 2, and 3. 2 5s, 2 and 3.
So 5, 5, a 2, and a 3.
Yes. So we could be friends, fellowship, or war.
Let's go for neighbors.
2 5.
2 5. Yeah.
And you know each other for a long time, I guess. And then we have 3 and 5 left over, Narana. So it's either fellowship, travel to town together, or you fought in the militia together, like the cleric and the paladin. It could be that the bard is the only one who joined up later.
She was ill when we fought in the militia.
Well, maybe you came home and then you met your neighbor, and then you took them on a trip, and they were turned out to be the same followers of the same supernatural power as the cleric.
What?
This is really starting to sound like neighbors.
But we already have a fought in the militia together, right?
Yes, but that would make sense then, right? If you were a group of ex-militia fighters, that could turn out to be true.
It's fine by me. The other one is a bit
travel to town together. Yeah.
Yeah, depends on how we traveled.
Yeah, true.
Could also be a nice story. But I will choose for war.
Yes. Okay, 5-3 it is. Have desires and needs, right? I could let you roll 1d6 again, and we could pick one of these for each. But then I would also like to introduce you to something else that I have, I would say recently acquired. That is the Story Engine, which is a deck of endless storytelling prompts by Peter Chiykowski. I'll explain. There's a lot of these things in here. I'll get to it in explaining what each one does. I hope you can see it. So there's agent, engine, anchor, conflicts. Maybe I don't have enough paper. And aspects. What this does, and what this is supposed to do, is it is supposed to help you write things. And how does it do that? Let me give you a short example. So each deck has a purpose, with the agents being the how do I say that? The people who do something, the person who does something in the story. The engine card is what they are doing, and then the anchor card is a place or a thing. And then the conflict card is, well, as it says, they're doing something. Why is that? Why is that difficult, or why was that a problem for them? And then the aspect card says something about other cards. I can give you a short example. If I say someone is doing, well, who is doing what, you get a card with 4 descriptions on it. In this case, a protester, a warmonger, a radical, and an iconoclast. I don't even know what that is. But you can see there's a picture and there's 4 terms on it, and you pick one. So in this case, I would say a protester, for example. I would put it down like this, and this is the line that we're using. A protester, what are they doing? Either wants to spread a lie about something, or wants to unravel the mystery of something. Thank you for the extra light. Let's say they want to unravel something. They are a protester, after all. Then we say, what are they trying to do? Then you get another 4 options: a fight, a blade, an arena, a shield. And since this is a fantasy thing, I will say it's a blade. So a protester wants to unravel the mystery of a blade. What is going to happen? Why is that a problem? But their darkest desire will be revealed, but they must return to the site of an old trauma. I guess it would be cool to be having to return to the site of an old trauma to unravel the mystery. And then these cards are just, they say something about the thing. So in this case, let's say it's an ancient blade, for example. And we can also say something about the person. What kind of a protester is he? well, if it doesn't fit at all, you can just put it back and reshuffle it. But it could be an unexpected protester. So you have a line here that says an unexpected protester wants to unravel the mystery of an ancient blade, but they must return to the site of an old trauma. So that could be a story seed, right? You can imagine something from that.
Mm-hmm.
Now, I would like to use that in some form or way to say something about these relations that we've crafted. I would like to go and say we have, for example, the militia that we talked about earlier, and we could try to figure out what kind of militia it is. So in that case, we could go for a person or a place where they are from, for example. What would you like to start with? I guess Gijs was the first one to pick the militia.
Mm.
So I'll give you the option to pick one. It could also be the conflict. What conflict were you fighting in, for example?
I think I'll go with the conflict card. Yes.
Okay. Then there's they must repair the damage they've done, or they will owe something to someone they despise. They owe something to someone they despise.
I would like to go with the repair something.
Okay. Okay.
If the rest of agrees on that.
Yeah.
Okay. So let's say Michael. Who does the militia owe something to, or what does the militia owe something to?
What they owe something to.
Yeah. So a person or a place or an aspect. We could even go with an aspect.
Let's try an aspect. Let's see if that gives us anything interesting.
Mysterious, invisible, wealthy, or trapped.
Mysterious sounds. The militia owes something to a mysterious
Something.
A mysterious
Ooh.
something.
So yeah, at one point there was a militia, and you were trying to get a warhammer for an apprentice that you owed him, her, somehow. And it was supposed to come from a mysterious Garen.
Do we even know why we were in that militia?
Then we just take you. We just put you as the procrastinator. No, what is it called?
Protagonist.
You want to follow a path leading to something, or you want to restore former glory with the help of something or
Yes,
someone.
that one.
All right. Then
That was
something or
something.
someone.
Someone.
Someone. All right. A hermit, a holy person, a teacher, or a messiah.
Teacher.
A teacher. Okay.
Actually, that makes sense.
Okay. Then we can do the same for Narana. All right. So apparently you're following something you think is Odin, but your community has rejected you for that. And then the most fascinating relationship of all, with a ranger and a bard being neighbors. Is it location based or is it agent based that we think we should start?
Probably location, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Or item could also be, right? A mountain, a pit, a flask, or a sacrifice.
Maybe we fell both together in a pit one day, and we were like roomies for a month.
Yes, fell.
That is actually, you were both like, you were singing too much and the other person was trespassing, so you fell into, well, you get thrown into a pit.
Yep. my singing was way off key.
Yes. Do we want to know who threw you in a pit?
Oh yeah, so we can have an enemy together.
Yes,
Hell yes.
exactly. A dancer, an artist, a musician, or a writer. Now, the writer is then someone who makes runes, but
Another musician. It was
Yeah.
someone.
another bard that got you somehow locked down. Okay, a musician, and then should we put some pepper on him? Unlucky, indestructible, corrupted, or ghostly? Could be a corrupted musician if he was already
Definitely.
a corrupted musician threw you in a pit. Then we have all the relations a bit fleshed out, I guess.
Yes.
Bettina, how did you become a servant of the same supernatural power as me?
I have no clue, actually. I'm still thinking of that.
Because I'm thinking that that I became a servant of the supernatural power while in the militia, become more powerful to prevent the victory. I'm thinking that that I never actually prevented this victory. That would be a.
I think as a bard, I heard a story from a traveler somewhere who was singing, and I thought, "Oh my god, he sounds amazing."
Stupid idea, but let me pitch it anyway.
Mm-hmm.
We three were in a militia. The bard was chucked into a pit for no reason together with one of ours, which we did not take kindly to, and because of that, we just got them out of the pit and cost them the victory.
That might be a good one. Sounds like a good line between all these.
But how does
Yeah.
that sound to the rest?
I'm fine with
It sounds good, because then the corrupted musician was the one singing about the long lost wanderer, and I was just blabbing right through him, and then he threw me in a pit.
Well, he might be the militia leader, right? I mean, or I don't know. She might be the wife of the militia leader. Unexpected neighbors in a pit.
Yes.
Yeah,
Alright.
and I was like, "Come with me if you want to live."
Yeah, exactly.
Yep, sounds good.
All right, then that is the background. Then the question is, how did you become monster hunters?
We had a very particular set of skills.
Maybe something happened in the cavern where we were for the Warhammer.
Did you maybe you prevented the victory by stealing something? That maybe you stole the Warhammer and you still owe it to the guy that you were gonna get it for. Could still be a thing. All right. So we in the cavern. We're there. What happened in the cavern? Let's see. I'll start out. I guess there was something or someone there, right? Or you want to start with something? Like an object or a creature or person or something like that.
Well, the something we already have, right? It's the Warhammer.
Yes. All right. So, what did you encounter in the cave? A messenger of the gods, a pilgrim, an oracle, or a godchild?
Ooh, a godchild.
That is interesting. you enter this cavern and you find a godchild. Who does what? Wants to liberate or wants to gain freedom from something?
Is the godchild locked away in the cave?
I think that would make sense. Yes. It could be an effect from us removing the warhammer that we inadvertently freed the godchild.
Mhm.
Yes. I like that. We have unleashed
You've unleashed the
godchild
godchild
on
onto the world.
Yeah.
So by stealing the warhammer, we unleash. Okay.
And that
Yes.
could have costed the militia the victory because the godchild went rampant into the militia that was camped nearby.
So he attacked, or he or she or it attacked the militia and maybe the surrounding area.
Yeah.
And that was your first kill that you had to make?
It's not killed yet.
Okay.
Is the militia even around anymore?
I think.
Are we the sole survivors?
I think there are remnants, and maybe that is what we are trying to make right now, because we wiped out an entire militia, and that's what we actually.
Whoopsie.
And maybe the godchild somehow the bits of the godchild are around.
The godchild has touched part of the militia. We are monster hunters. We are hunting down remnants of the militia we were in.
Yes.
That has been corrupted by the godchild.
That sounds good.
And then the rest of the civilization doesn't trust you because you are part of this cursed militia that everybody knows about. Yes. Okay, we've got a backstory.
We have a proper. Yes.
So we are known as the Cursed Company.
We are brave.
Good one. Yes.
It's something interesting always happens.
Yes, it does.
This is really cool.
Yes.